Hey. No, I was still up. You're calling me the same night as your date. I usually don't hear from you until a few days later. That can't be a good sign. So, how was this date? Did you go to the restaurant that I recommended? The one on the lake? Uh-huh, the one at the country club. The view of the golf course is nice, I guess. At least you have something scenic to look at if you don't want to look at your date anymore. What? Why was it terrible? I guess start at the beginning. Meeting at the restaurant isn't so bad, especially if they were already running a little late. So, you're at the restaurant, and... Uh-huh. To be fair, I wouldn't have made a big deal about it, but I might have asked to move away from the fireplace too if I thought it was too hot. A table by the window sounds nice. Yeah, you're right. Sitting by the window is pointless if it's already dark outside. So, you're sitting at a table you didn't want? Then what happened? What do you mean by picky eater? I mean, those are all good things. Wanting to eat ethically grown seafood is good. I don't exactly know how you get mussels, but surely there's an ethical way to do it. Hydro... Hydro what? What's hydroponic lettuce? Well, that, um, sounds like a thoughtful choice. No soil, less labor, easier on the environment. But, like, couldn't you tell that they were this particular from their profile? Okay, well, so what did you two end up getting? Okay. Made with grass-fed beef, I assume? I'm not being a smartass. Okay, so what went wrong next? Yeah, that's annoying, but they can't help it. If they thought what you ordered sounded good, at least you didn't have to worry about them asking you to share. I know how much you hate that. And wait, what was wrong with the wine they wanted? Oh god, you and your wine rules. Just let people drink what they want with their food. Have red wine with fish, drink white wine with steak. It's not that serious, I promise. Fine. Fine. Please continue. Ooh, they sent their plate back. Yeah, if that's the case, I mean, a restaurant shouldn't serve cold potatoes. And they asked for broccoli but got spinach. But none of those were their fault. You can't hold the fact that they wanted food how they ordered it against them. As I recall, you once sent a plate back because your wedge cut fries were too thick. And what about your dessert? They asked to substitute the strawberries for raspberries. Okay, and? That's not really rude. Did the kitchen do it? But people like what they like. You of all people should be able to respect that. Oh, really? I also remember another time when we were out to dinner and you asked if you could have a chocolate crust for your cheesecake instead of graham cracker. The waiter had to explain that the slices weren't individually made and that the entire cheesecake crust was graham cracker. I thought you were gonna storm out of the restaurant. No, I'm not defending them. I just know how you can be, and it sounds like you're being a bit too judgmental. They thought you should have only left a 10% tip. Yeah, you clearly can't see them again. And no kiss goodnight, I take it? How long have we been having these post-date phone calls? Exactly. And you know that I always ask whether you kissed your date at the end. It's not part of the tradition if I don't. So, I guess instead of Bumble, they should call it Fumble, huh? It was. It was funny, come on. But I am sorry that your date went bad. Really. Now you see why I haven't dated anyone in a while. It hardly seems worth the trouble. No. I refuse to believe that those people on the commercials ever actually met anyone. There is no way. They've all been paid to say that they found their forever person. Yeah, well, our friends who have met people online are lying too. Fine. Fine, obviously they aren't lying. Of course, there are exceptions. It's just too hard to meet anyone worth dating, no matter where you're looking. Do I think it's weird that we've never dated? No, I don't think it's weird. Why? Do you? I've never wanted to date you. Have you ever wanted to date me? Okay, I didn't think so. Don't tell me that you're buying into that bullshit about how two people can't just be friends. Are you? You're attractive, I'm attractive, we get along, but that doesn't mean we automatically have to, or even should, date each other, does it? What? I've told you that you're attractive, and you're smart and funny, but you're not my type. And I'm pretty sure I'm not your type either. Right? That's what I thought. Why aren't you my type? Well, for once, you're too high maintenance. For me. You're totally high maintenance. The fact that we've spent 15 minutes talking about all the small things that annoyed you about your date tonight proves that. And remember when we went to that concert last month? Yeah, the one at the stadium. You took 2 hours to get ready. You asked me what I was going to wear so that we wouldn't clash. And what did you end up wearing? That's right. Torn jeans and a t-shirt from when the band was last on tour. How can anyone clash with that? And you said it had taken an hour to pick that out. An hour to pick out a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. It shouldn't take you an hour to look like it took you 10 minutes to get ready. Well, I managed to look good, and it took me half the time. Well, thank you. And you said too low maintenance? Like, it's a bad thing? I'm easygoing. My dates like that I'm easy to please. That's because they're too easy to please? Maybe so. Maybe so, yeah. Your co-workers ask why we aren't dating? What do you tell them? I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand that two people can be good friends without there being any kind of sexual tension or whatever. I've had to explain the same thing to my friends. Oh, probably the same thing your co-workers say. You two would make such a cute couple. Why aren't you two dating? You know the drill. Be serious. I'm not going on a date with you just to prove our friends how wrong they are. Both of us are happy with our relationship the way it is, aren't we? So let's not mess it up. Besides, if we dated, one of us would kill the other before our first date was over. Yes, we get along as friends. We have since we met when we worked at the company that shan't be named. God, that work orientation was terrible. All of those 8 a.m. new employee orientation meetings? Mm-hmm. And those stupid team building exercises. The only good thing that came out of that job was meeting you. Even if I had to participate in a trust fall to do it. How I didn't drop you, or you dropped me, is beyond me. Our friendship was created out of misery. Huh, you liked me right away? I don't think I ever knew that. I didn't feel gung-ho. Between the rope bridge, the trust falls, and the two truths and a lie games, it's all I could do to not fling myself off the nearest cliff during those office retreats. Oh, I was good at pretending. You, on the other hand, were always everyone's friend. Oh, I mean it. I couldn't believe it when you started inviting me out to places with your friends. And then you transferred to another office. I wanted to kill you. Well, I thought we'd never see each other again. But somehow, we became even better friends. This is the best friendship I've ever had. Lovers come and... What are you, 10? Yeah, I heard it as soon as it came out of my mouth. Lovers come and go, but best friends are hopefully forever. Yeah, that was kinda corny. Sorry. I just mean having a best friend, being a best friend, is not a small thing to me. I know that everyone always focuses on how important romantic or sexual partners should be to people, but friendships are just as important. No, I wouldn't trade our friendship for anything either. But what? The best of both worlds? What do you think we should date? I just gave you a bunch of reasons why not. Those reasons aren't BS. Our friendship is more important to me than any romantic or sexual relationship. Is this just a reaction to the bad date you had tonight? But you just said you never thought about dating me. You only said that because I never thought about dating you. Okay, wait. Let's start over. So you have thought about dating me. For how long? Right after we met. What's happening right now? Why didn't you ever ask me out? You didn't want to date a coworker, but you're willing to date your best friend? I don't think you're crazy. It's just... Okay, I promise. Yes. I'd be lying if I said that the idea of us dating never crossed my mind. Why didn't I ever say something? Why didn't you ever say something after we weren't working together anymore? Well, that's the same reason I haven't said anything. You think now is the perfect time? I've told you before that I never had a best friend when I was a kid. I always wanted one, but I was too quiet and too much of an introvert to ever really connect with anyone. Everyone seemed to already have their set of friends when I met them, and there never seemed to be any room for me. Do you know how amazing it is to make a good friend? And more so a best friend, especially when you're practically an adult. I don't want to lose that. No, of course I'm not positive that dating would ultimately ruin things, but how many people do you know that started dating a friend and then were able to stay friends once they broke up? Exactly. So what makes you think we would be able to do it? No, I'm not predicting that we would break up, but people do. People do break up. Yes, I meant it when I said that you were attractive. Yes, I did just say that I have thought about what it would be like to go on a date with you. But what if... Yes. Yes, I'm saying yes. Yes, I'm serious. Let's do it. Don't change your mind now. Oh, I don't know. Wherever you want. Tomorrow night's a bit soon, don't you think? Maybe next Saturday? I don't know why I'm laughing. I think I'm just nervous. You promise? No, I think I should probably try to get some sleep now, if I can. Okay. Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah. Good night.